Are you still playing 30 frames per second Redfall? I still will be. And I have a feeling I won't be alone because it's on Game Pass. We might as well. Matter of fact, that's the only reason why most of us are giving this game a chance. It's really disappointing because this game is made by such a talented studio, but the game just doesn't look that promising. Yo, what's good? You already know I'm KenWal, and Redfall running at 30 frames per second is a big L for console players. I'm playing. Watch the PC port gonna be worse than The Last of Us. Ever since Redfall's reveal, this game has just been having a hard time getting people on board with it. We first thought it was gonna be a Left 4 Dead clone. Then it was the game always requiring online connectivity, and now the nail in the coffin, the game is gonna be running at 30 frames per second on new hardware. I gotta say, I can't see anything but a bad ending for this game. Before we begin, allow me to give you a friendly reminder to like this video, and if you end up enjoying it here at my channel, know that I keep you up to date with the latest open world game news, superhero games, and video essays where I go deeper into other gaming topics. Other links in the description box below. Thanks, crew. Today's video, we're going to be taking a final look at Redfall and going over everything you need to know before you play Redfall, like how this game is not a Left 4 Dead clone. I don't know who to point the finger at, so both of y'all are going to be getting the smoke. Xbox Arcane, this is why you have got to stop revealing your game so goddamn early. When Redfall was revealed back in 2021, it was when Back 4 Blood was starting to kick its marketing into high gear. Besides a few oddballs out there, we all knew Back 4 Blood was not. Saying it, Chief. Redfall being revealed during the middle of this just made it look like another fake imitation. Thankfully, it's not. Redfall is a first-person shooter set in the open world of Redfall, Massachusetts. Biotech company Avium's failed science project resulted in a takeover of the town by vampires. Redfall is Arcane's version of Far Cry. They will be taking the design of their past world they created and put it into one open world that you can play either solo or with your friends. This may or may not be a good thing. Based on the previews, the gameplay prefers co-op. When it's drop in, drop out co-op, solo always suffers, but we will see. Until then, look forward to finding barn houses full of cultists and trapped survivors. Talk to and pick up side quests from survivors at your home base. Clear vampire nests or take back areas from cultists. Not like that though. Level up your character and obtain powerful loot to take down the vampire gods. So far, there are 4 vampire gods with their own unique powers and abilities, but don't worry, you got your own. For example, Devinder Crowsley is a cryptozoologist, and on the side, he's an internet influencer. Devinder is equipped with an arc javelin that is great for crowd control, a translocate, which is a teleport, and an ultimate ability. I do wish that the characters had more abilities like their previous games, like where's Blink? Players will have a heavy arsenal. You will have 3 weapons equipped. There will be the typical gallery of weapons, so in the beginning you will be mowing down vampires with either an assault rifle, shotgun, sniper, you name it. But late game, you will find weapons that come attached with stakes or UV light or a stake launcher. Redfall is a pretty big departure for Arcane, but they still know the core elements that need to be kept, like environmental storytelling. Again, Redfall is set in Massachusetts. It is Arcane's biggest map that has a downtown area and a rural one. It will be full of abandoned houses that will have clues to what happened and tons of books. Redfall will feature a day and night cycle that will affect gameplay. Depending on the time of day, enemies will react differently. Like during sunset, enemies are more dangerous and powerful. There's no doubt that Redfall doesn't have the qualities to make it a great game, but I'm not sure that will happen. Aside from the fact that this game always requires an online connection, even when playing solo, this first-person shooter will run at 30 frames per second at launch and will have an update in the future to add 60 frames per second. How? I thought this was the most powerful console. What happened to it being nice that you only had to focus on one console? It's 2023 and the new standard is 60 frames per second, especially for your first-party games. Oh, and you can bet that Starfield is definitely not running at 60 frames per second. I don't want a bad game, and Redfall won't be that, but I just don't see it being better than our expectations. I'm hoping to be surprised, but with these questionable decisions, it makes it not seem likely. You already know I'm KenWal. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.